Were you surprised to hear the Ten Commandments mentioned in Oklahoma and was it Louisiana where they're posting it in schools? I was. I memorized those when I was a kid. Let's examine that. I'm Roach Mark Roach, and I'm here to provoke you to look deeper in yourself, to find something unique about yourself, to enrich your life, if that's possible. If you want to, that's really all up to you. But one of those 10 commandments stuck with me, and it was this idea of graven images. And I remember as a kid having that explained as I asked a lot of questions about things. And it seemed like that was, a graven image was like a figure that you use to represent your God. And, in the context of the ancient Middle East, around 2,000 years ago, a graven image typically referred to, well, there's several things that research pointed out. One of them was a carved or sculpted representation of a deity or divine being, usually made from wood, stone, or metal. These could be statues, figurines, or relief carvings. Another topic that came up around graven image was any physical object that was worshipped as a god or believed to embody God's presence or power. This could include idols, cult statues, or other religious artifacts. Third, images of things in the heavens, like celestial bodies, on earth like animals or humans, or in the waters like fish, when these were created for worship. 4, objects that were central to religious practices in polytheistic cultures surrounding ancient Israel. These idols were often placed on pedestals, clothed and treated as if they housed the spirit of the deity that they represented. 5, in some cases, even two-dimensional images like paintings or drawings could be considered problematic, though interpretations varied. So it's important to note that the concept of graven images or idols was particularly significant in the context of Israel or Israelite and Jewish monotheism, which stood in contrast to the polytheistic practices of the surrounding cultures. The prohibition against graven images in the Ten Commandments was aimed at preventing idolatry and maintaining exclusive worship of the one God of Israel. However, interpretations and applications of this prohibition varied over time and between different religious traditions. Some took a very strict view, prohibiting almost all representational art, while others focus more specifically on objects created for worship. So after this, I find myself wondering, what do we worship? Is it just when we turn on the church lights and walk into a church building or a group that's calling themselves a certain sect or denomination, or that they're meeting to do this specific thing? Or do we worship in our homes? Do we worship throughout our lives the things that we're focusing on, like money and certain, maybe even family? Who am I to say? I'm just throwing out some provocative thoughts and insights here and trying to get you to look deeper with me along the way. Feel free to throw some comments back at me if you like. I'd love to engage. I'm Roach Mark Roach. All the best.